Hello and welcome to ET Market Smart Talk. Well, I'm your host, Shita Janand, and today we are diving deep into the Indian real estate industry, a sector that is rapidly evolving and projected to become a 5 or $10 trillion economy by 2047, according to a research report. Now, with changing consumer preferences, rising urban aspirations, and the growing role of technology and infrastructure, well, the big question is how do developers future proof their projects for long term value? Well, to discuss this and more, I'm joined by Amita Gupta, who's a director at Mangalam Group. Amita, welcome to ET Market Smart Talk. Welcome to the show. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you so
Thank you,
much
Shita.
for taking the time out, Amrita. Well, a Knight Frank report pegs, Indian real estate as a 5 to $10 trillion economy by 2047. So, what does future-proofing a project mean for a developer like you, and how are you ensuring your developments remain valuable decades from now as well?
First of all, Kshitish, thank you so much for having me here. Uh, Real estate is about male dominating segment, as you know, but I'm
Yeah,
happy, I'm able to share my thoughts being a woman.
absolutely. Yes.
As you said that, how future proofing at Mangalam is ready. See, uh, it's about being ahead of times. Like future proofing is just about how you adapt to the times. So
Sure.
it means that embracing technology, using high quality materials, design
Hmm.
projects that adapt to changing consumer needs. I mean, the consumer needs are changing on such a fast pace
Hmm.
these days. So at Mangalam, being into now real estate from quite some time now,
Yeah.
we believe that reliability and trust are the major
Sure.
factors that drive the force.
Hmm.
So this basically translates into flexible layouts, mixed use planning, digital readiness, and sustainable practices. I mean to
Okay.
talk about more, like
Ah,
solar engagement, how much you are on solar, how much you are into waste management, how much the electricity and energy saving factors are involved. So in
hmm.
real estate in India, we see kind of a 20% of annual growth for over next 5 years. That is called a
Wow.
green real estate market in India. So
Okay.
to ensure projects at Mangalam are resilient, relevant, and retain value across decades. That is Mangalam's motto. And yes, definitely adaptation plays a maximum important role in these times.
Absolutely. And, despite rising interest rates, premium and luxury housing continues to perform strongly. Although, yes, we are seeing a dip in the interest rates, but for quite some time, we have saw, rise in interest rates from the central bank. So, what does this say about changing consumer behavior and the long-term sustainability of the segment? And you did project around about 20% growth in the sector on a year-on-year basis for the next, 3 to 5 years. Over to you, Amrita, on that.
Yeah. So when you see the premium and luxury housing, I mean, the resilience this market highlights, that's a
Sure.
fundamental shift in consumer behavior.
Right.
In 2024, for the first time, apartments priced INR 1 CR or more accounted for over 50% of annual residential sales. So that
Wow.
reflected a significant preference for high value homes. So
Hmm.
we can definitely say at Manglam that affluent buyers are prioritizing lifestyle, branded residences, and long-term asset stability over short-term cost considerations. For developers like us or maybe anyone else, this indicates the luxury is no longer a discretionary purchase. I mean, it is
Sure.
seen in the resilient asset class, especially after uncertain global conditions, we
Mm,
believe.
mm,
We also believe that segments sustainability lies in offering differentiated experiences, be it through sustainability features and practices like wellness driven designs or premium community livings.
sure.
That is how the consumer is prioritizing their needs and their demands in this changing environment.
Absolutely. And in fact, cities like Jaipur, Indore, and Lucknow are increasingly becoming growth engines for real estate. What role are infrastructure investments and corporate expansions playing in accelerating housing and commercial demand in these markets?
That's my firm belief, Shitish, that infrastructure and corporate presence are the twin catalyst.
Sure.
to uplift any city or any state. These are the twin catalysts that plays the vital role. So,
Right.
these improved road links, airports, metros, industrial corridors that raise
Sure.
accessibility and unlock new catchments for talent, which in
Hmm.
turn creates local housing and office demands. So tier two cities are no longer peripheral markets. I mean, in our
Okay.
study, we feel that Jaipur being that tier two cities is no longer that peripheral market. There are now the centers of real estate, India's real estate, rather, I would say,
Sure.
for the
Hmm.
growth story. So, infrastructure investments like we would say Delhi Mumbai Expressway, metro
Hmm.
expansions, and upcoming airports are transforming connectivity and livability in cities like Jaipur, rightly put across Indore and Lucknow by you.
Sure.
Jaipur in 2024 has seen housing sales rise by about 5%, which is approximately 11,000 units,
Wow.
while
Okay.
turnover grew 39% year over year, reaching to
Right.
8,400 crore versus 6,000 crore in 2023. So
Oh,
this
very nice.
illustrates that cities accelerating absorption and pricing momentum both.
Hmm. Absolutely. Let me also talk about a little bit on the commercial side as well. We've seen a surge in demand for grade A office space from global capability centers is reshaping commercial real estate. So how is this changing the way, developers sort of design and deliver office projects?
I'm very proud to say, Kshitish, that India has established itself as a global hub for global capability centers. We will be surprised to know that India is hosting nearly approximately 1,700 out of around 3,200 such centers worldwide, which is about 53% of global total, and
Oh,
employing more than 1.6 million professionals, a number
well,
which is expected to double by 2030.
sure.
So now I guess that as GCCs expand their footprints, the
Hmm.
definition of grade A office space is also evolving. These
Okay.
centers demand, world-class infrastructure, robust
Yeah.
digital connectivity, and definitely ESG compliant buildings, which offers flexible layouts, advanced security systems, and seamless employee amenities.
Yeah. Absolutely. And finally, we've talked about luxury. Let me get your perspective as to, the definition of luxury is changing every year. So how affordable is it right now? And, what is the age group of people who are actually buying at this point in time? I'm sure you'll be able to give us a first-hand experience on that.
So yeah, this is really close to me, defining the luxury. So basically what I believe is, and what we see as luxury housing is no longer the domain of ultra rich, which used to be the thought, sometime back, a decade back or so. The
Sure.
share of millennials, like being me into millennials, I can talk about most of it. The share of
Right.
millennials aged between 28 and 42 in luxury housing purchases has grown significantly up.
Okay.
Rising disposable incomes,
Hmm.
evolving lifestyle aspirations, also they're also making luxury more attainable for Gen Z buyers too. So driving
Sure.
demand not in real estate, but also in hospitality, retail, etc. So the
Right.
definition of luxury has shifted from sprawling penthouses to thoughtfully designed homes, focusing more on wellness, sustainability, smart
Right.
living. At the same time, the ticket sizes, sorry, at the same time, ticket sizes
Ticket
remain high.
sizes remain high.
Yeah.
Flexible financing options
Flexible
and
financing
supportive
options,
lending policies
lending
have made premium
policies
properties more
have
accessible.
made
At Milam, we see a clear shift in
Milan
preference for projects that combine
preference for
sustainability,
project
design,
design,
technology, and accessibility.
technology,
This also reflects that how today's
how
concept is as much
today's
as about quality and
quality
responsible living
and
as it was a status symbol back
status
then.
back then. Absolutely. The luxury real estate. So with us, a lot of millennials state.
Sorry, your
Sorry,
voice
your
is lagging
voice
a
is
bit again, Kshitij.
lagging.
Oh, I'm saying a lot of millennials are now buying the
I guess I'm not able to
I
catch.
guess I'm not.
Come again.
Come again.
oh, a lot of millennials estate market at this point in time.
I guess as far as
I'm,
I mean, this is too much of
I mean,
lagging, although, but
although, but
fine. That you're trying to focus more on millennials.
millennials.
That's right.
Obviously,
Yes, yes.
uh, millennials,
Millennials,
they are
you know,
say
they are
that they are
they
high
are
entrepreneurs, and they are more
they are
efficient in knowing the world across their city. So, it connects, millennials are more connected to the outside world. So, if we talk about the corporate world, they are bringing in a lot of corporate world into the cities. I mean, to name a cities like Jaipur, a huge demand of corporate offices and those kind of luxury uh, office space where people can present themselves in a well manner and be able to be connected to the global world very effectively and efficiently. So this is kind of a growing demand for the housing and for the office spaces in cities like Jaipur and tier 2 cities.
Thank you, Amrita, for joining us on the Ether. Stay tuned for more conversation with the industrial lag that we had. Good time, Amrita, then.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kshitij.
Thank you.